Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today we're going to be testing out the stone plate for Maniology M548. Couldn't get that blue film started. So this is one of their newer plates that they've released. They have several they come out with that were like a stone. So I think what I'm going to do is we're going to use the black nail tips. Now these came this way. I did not paint these, but I thought it'd be cool looking to apply a top coat over them. Well, it's a nail polish, but they're very iridescent-y. This one's Lunar, and they're both from Color Vibe, and this one is Frosted Petal. So on some of them I'll do this color, and the others I'll do this one, just to kind of give like a cool little iridescent effect to it. So I'll start with Frosted Petal. Okay, and I'm going to swap to Lunar just to see what that one looks like. So both are very pretty. So I'm going to go through and finish these with those two colors and I'll be back. Okay, so I went back through to apply 2 coats of each. Except on this one, I applied 1 coat of each color just to see what that would look with them together. And these both came from Dollar Tree. So I've picked out about 10 or so different polishes to use because this plate has some layering. So I figured if I do one of these, so 1, 2, these go together, 3, 4, and 5. Instead of just doing like one color throughout, I have chosen to use multiple colors just so we can see how the different colors look instead of just doing the same thing across. Okay, so let's start with the French tip because this one's kind of a larger image, which it could fit, you know, but I think it'll fit best on the thumbnail. So I'm going to use for that. So for the solid image, and y'all know I'm terrible at picking these solid ones up, I'm going to use Maniology's Bam White B170. And I've basically like paired some colors together. So for the layering parts, I'm going to put these two. So that'll be Jungle Mirage B177 and Liquid Sunshine B335, which is a holographic yellow. Oh, see, I missed a piece right there already. I'm just going to look at it. Okay, so let me repick it up. Because I don't want to press too hard with the stamper, because then I'll make it come up. I'll take too much polish off if I press down too much. Now this nail actually is a little bit too big, so I'm going to have to use my brush here to cover the rest of it. So I guess it would have fit on the other nail, it just didn't look like it. So I'm going to do this on both sides and come back. Okay, there she is. And I did have to come down enough to kind of get the point to come. Okay, so let's do Jungle Mirage. And that one's a super light color. Now, what I could do is since I had to come down further, I'll repick it up and just stamp in those spaces that didn't get it. Now also, what I could do is double stamp it just to get it to show up more, just because this is a lighter color. All depends on what color you're using. Now on these images, the press down of the stamper doesn't make as much of a difference as it does on this solid image, because if you press hard on these, it like dips into the polish and like to where it'll make it not make it on the stamper. It'll like make it miss spots. So on these you kind of got to go light enough to where it picks up the polish but doesn't dip down into it. As toward these, it's not as doesn't matter as much. So now we're going to Liquid Sunshine. And same thing, I'm going to pick it up to put it on the sides. So you can see the other one color coming through, but of course you can see the Liquid Sunshine come through more, just because it's more opaque. Okay, and I try to turn that lighting down a little bit. I'm trying to see if it's because I've moved my ring light over. It was creating a brightness from the glare, or... So I'm gonna have to probably mess with that. Okay, so we'll move to these, and I've chosen, I love brown and pink together. I think it's so pretty. So I'm gonna use Maniology S'more B479 and Maniology Strawberry Blush B515. So I think I'll do, first I'll use S'more as the base color, do the pink over it, and then I'll swap them. And if I get kind of a quiet moment, I'm also trying to watch the camera just to kind of see if I can figure what the lighting is doing. Okay, so let's start with these two. So I'll do this part in S'more. Let me swap it this direction just because I missed a little spot that I want to get on there. Oop. Okay, just take off the extra bit with my lint roller here. Okay, and as far as lighting, it also depends the timing of the day. So I'm kind of always having to alternate it. Okay, so now Strawberry blush. Okay, and then I'm going to go up and alternate that. I'm going to go to the top one. And now s'more. Okay, I'm using my card to get these bits off. Okay, so for this one, I definitely like the top one better. It just showed up more. The brown got lost in this one. But of course, that's a personal preference. Okay, so for this set, I've chosen to use Maniology Sour Apple B378. I thought these would look cool together. And this one is Twinkle Toes B497. Now also, if you really wanted to, you could just use, you know, this part. You wouldn't necessarily have to. It's just going to give a different effect to do the layering. Or if you really wanted, you could reverse stamp it, but there'd be a lot of, you know, details. Because those lines are so thin, it would, you know, of course, take quite a bit of time to do that. So if I can fit, which I probably can, if not, I can go to a small one to alternate these as well, just to see the different effects. But I'm going to start with Sour Apple first, and we'll use this image. Let me just do it towards the bottom. That way we do have some space to use the to alternate them at the top. Okay. Now I'm going in with Twinkle Toes. Again, it's all going to depend too on your base color and then what color you're using to do the stamping as well. So, ooh, that color is popping. Look at that. So let me come to the small one to alternate them, but I'm pretty sure the Twinkle Toes may not show up as good on the base color because this color's pretty too close. But you never know. Still gonna try it. Yeah, you can't really see it. But we're still gonna do it because I can see it enough to still stamp over it. They're pretty similar, even though I swapped the base color. This one you could see more of the blue. Okay, now for this, of course, it's for a whole nail. What I mean is you'd lay this part down first and this over it, of course, but I just thought it'd be fun to try these two together. So this is a holographic Black Magic B293, and then this one is Pewter B323. So if I do try to alternate them, I'm going to have to only use part of it. So just so we can see how they look opposite of each other. So I'll use this little top piece for the first pickup, and I'm going to do that in Black Magic, but I'll do the layering part. So this first. Now this one actually picks up quite a bit lighter than what you'd think. You can see it, but see that holographic coming through? Now this would be better probably just on regular black. So without the colors I used over it, the black base. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Pewter and go to its layering counterpart. Oh, I like those together. Okay, so let me come to this one beside it. So I'll first apply Pewter. Oh, so I scraped out too much of that. So I'm going to go to this, just move down. And then I got too much. Come on, get off there. Okay, let me use my card and just get these bits off. Sometimes I use the card, sometimes I use the lint roller. That's really pretty. Okay, so now we're going to Black Magic. Now, of course, if you were using just one set of colors, you wouldn't have to clean off. It's just because I wanted to try to alternate them. You can see it, but not as much because pewter is so shiny, metallic looking. Now what I could try to do, go back over it in Black Magic one more time and see if it'll show up better. Oh. Yeah, it does better with Black Magic as the base color. I really like that. Okay, and then for this one, I thought these would be pretty together. So this one is Littlefoot B281, and this one is Renaissance B420. So I guess to alternate these two, if you guys want to see that, I'll just have to do like half and half. So I'm going to start with Littlefoot. And then I'm going to go to Renaissance. So I didn't get that one lined up the way it needed to be. So let me turn them and alternate the colors. So let's start up here and do Renaissance first. I can at least see that one better. As to where the purple, I can see it, but it didn't show up quite as bright as this color over the base. So let's see if I can line this one up. Oh, wrong color. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can get it. I like both. And you can still see the background coming through on that top part. This one is probably just because I didn't get it quite lined up exact. Tell you what, I had to brighten this back up a little bit because it's getting dark outside, so now I can see that color change. Okay, so this is all of them. Again, it would all depend on the background color and then the colors you choose to layer with. I like these two together. I really like this one too. See, this one looks cool up here because it's got all three colors coming through. So I like that as well. So different options you could do. And I really do appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed. I appreciate you so much. And I'll list all the Maniology products in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.